Yes, welcome again, my people. It's still your one and only Patrick here. I want to talk on this. How will I? What language will I use, or what verb will I use to qualify it? Should I say uh, an undeveloped statement, or should I say a primitive statement that was made during the campaign of Governor Hope Uzodinma, promising the the able-bodied youth of Imo State that he has negotiated with the European companies to employ 4,000 youths. You see, this is the height of it all. That is to tell you the next level these people are taking. They are taking us to. They are not going. They are no longer promising you water or good road, good security, food everywhere, lights. Those ones they are getting, even them themselves they are getting tired of it. This time around, this is now Japa campaign promise. Go and promise them that you will take them abroad. They give them visa. They will hail you and they will vote for you. You see, sometimes I will ask myself, these individuals, do they even read this their speech before they come to the public to read it to the hearing of everybody? Or is it that they'll just squeeze it and give it to them, they'll put it in a pocket when they just get to the place and open and start reading? And then themselves, because they're already in the public, they will not be able to adjust or make amend of some statement that ought not to be made. That is the thing about this country. Leadership of this nation is bad. It's bad. How can a governor promising his youth employment outside the country, that you want to employ 4,000 people outside the country, you give them visa, that is your campaign promise, that is one of your agenda that you want to use to win election, and knowing fully well that you can't achieve that. You want to use it to cajole the people, not knowing that you are fooling yourself. That's how it is. This is where we are. A country where the governors is now promising japa to the youth. The politicians are now promising japa to the youth. That is disgrace at its peak. You cannot create a job in your own state as a governor. The person in charge of a state, you control every resources that comes in and goes out of the state treasury. All the allocations that comes to the state, you are in charge. You have the power to create any kind of industry that you want to create. You have the power, you have the resources. You can source for partnership, for sponsorship from various agencies to build an industry. But here we are promising japa to the youth. You go japa, we'll give you 4,000 visa, 4,000 employment in the European Union country, and all that and all that. You know, with such kind of statement, I think the Inspector General of Police, the Director of the State Security Service, the Commander of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, the Chief of Defense Staff, I think Governor Hope Uzodinma should be arrested. He should be arrested for using deceptive words during his campaign. He should be arrested for deceiving his citizens. He should be arrested for promising what he knows that he cannot do. Governor Hope Uzodinma should be arrested and questioned. And then I want to talk to the good people of Imo State, most especially the youth. I must tell you the truth that if you allow Hope Uzodinma to continue as your governor, it means of a truth you do not love your state. At this point, you shouldn't even vote anybody coming from that party across the various levels, because they have failed. They did not fail just normal, they failed woefully. And they are deceptive leaders. This is where we are. We have leaders who will tell you, I'm a graduate of so and so. And then when you say, okay, let's go and check your academic history in that school to know if you actually went to that school, you go to court to obtain injunction and say, no, you cannot go there. The school cannot release it. It's my private document. How? You have made your life a public life. Everything that pertains to you must be in public, because as a public figure, the public should see you as their model, their role model in everything. So when you are leading people, you shouldn't hide your personalities from them, because they are following you. Everything about you must be made known to them. So when we have leaders who are fighting for their academic credentials, academic histories, academic records, not to be revealed to the public, that leaves a question mark there, that does this person actually went to this place? Does he or she actually have this degree? I can't imagine myself going to court to obtain injunction to obtain court injunction to stop someone who want to go to the University of Benin to find out if I was a student there or not, and go there and find whatever you want to find. I left the school with a clean record. I left the school without any dot or any question mark on my record. So you can go there anytime and check. I don't have the time to go to court and start fighting, don't release it. In as much as I want to make my life a public life, I can go there and check my academic history, check my academic record. So when leaders are fighting against that, you know that such is like my very good friend would say, is a pitiable, dismal, and it is regrettably lugubrious for leaders to fight for their academic record not to be revealed to the public. So like I said, Hope Uzodinma should be arrested for making such promises. It's a sign of failure. He has failed. It means he cannot provide employment for his people. He cannot give them what they want. He is now telling them that he wants to push them to outside the country. Just imagine you want to push your able-bodied men and women to another country to contribute to their development, to their economic growth, to work there, pay tax there and other things. If actually he even had the intention of doing it, and then leaving your own state empty. when you push 4,000 able-bodied men, intellectuals, because you won't tell me that those companies, even if they are to employ, they will not employ agberos. They will not employ touts. They are employing the graduates, the educated ones. So you are taking 4,000 intellectuals out of your state. And among those 4,000, you are going to have medical personnel, you are going to have engineers, accountants, and all that. You are taking them out. By the time you take them out, you are leaving your state empty. Then you will not have time to embezzle, and at the end of the day, you will not come and tell them you gave 4,000 people job outside the country. That is failure at its peak. I'm not the type that will do video and then I will start bluffing, shouting, telling just to. I'll tell you the things. It takes time to talk to people. Today we are celebrating 63rd Independence Day. Yet there are killings everywhere. Yes, you cannot completely eradicate crime out of the society, but you can reduce crime. A man once said that if you don't want your neighbor to attack you, or if you don't want your neighbor to fight you, when you see him or her not having food, give them food. For when you are eating and they are not eating, they are hungry, that is when they will have the opportunity to attack, because they must look for a way to eat. That is why we have so much insecurity in Nigeria. No employment. Even when you go to school, you graduate, no job. You manage to get a job at all, the payment is nothing to write home about. You even manage to say, okay, let me manage this one. At the end of the month, to even pay you is a problem. Someone who is earning 20,000 naira, they are paying the salary twice or 3 times. They give you 10,000. When you finish eating it, come and collect the balance 10,000. How will such person save? That is the system we are in. And the system we are in. And the governor is coming to tell you that I'm giving you 4,000 visas to travel out to go and work there. The kind of job you are going to do there, nobody knows. Nobody knows. That is if they even have it in mind. But we all know that all that is a lie. That's a lie from the pit of hell. That's a lie from the devil himself. You can't provide a job in your country, in your own state. You are not begging other country to come and employ your citizens. Which government does that? Can Nigeria leave Nigerian citizens and then go to outside country to do recruitment? Have you ever heard of it? That so country civil service commission is coming to so country to do recruitment into their civil service system? Or have you ever heard that a company in a so country will go to so another country to go and do recruitment and bring them in? No. What companies do is to employ whoever that applies. They will employ randomly. So if you are lucky, they employ you there and you are from another country. But because you are residing in that country, that is why you have that privilege of getting employed there. Not them coming to employ you, give you visa, give you everything. They pack 4,000 from this country and go. What do you think their citizens will do? Of course, they will react. They will react. Imagine one of our government agencies going to employ 4,000 citizens for many of our neighboring countries here. People react. That's to tell you how bad our leaders are, with bad and evil personalities. So the Inspector General of Police This is a challenge unto you. The DSS is a challenge unto you. EFCC, ICPC is a challenge to question and investigate Hope Uzodinma about his campaign promises and how he has been embezzling the money, eating and squandering the treasury of Imo State.